Let's see if that's a little bit better. Not an awful lot. So notice of absences from the Lions team. No Washburn, no Reese, no Neighbour. 2 young lads, as Coach Veer was saying.
Yeah, and we spoke about Reese not playing, but also Neighbour is a big loss, and Hibbett. These guys provide a sense of security in so many ways, and let's see how much they will be missed.
The first drive, Tyrick thought better about going up against Keeley.
Yeah, and I love Lewis going back-to-back. He started off the previous few games stepping out and shooting the 3, but this time, and he's with the quick hands, this time, and Jamal will boom this one. So there he is, Lewis, with the quick hands on the screen and roll, so he's able to step out and play defense, but also able to back his player in. I love the start from Francois Lewis. And there's a guy you can easily fall in favour of his game. Been patient through injuries, and now with the Reese being out, is able to sit back and be fully dependent on, and we're sure he can do that. Justin Robinson, and great to see him playing well.
We're just deafening ourselves, so we'll see if we can reduce the sound in our headphones.
Yeah, Kelly scores there as he just is able to kiss that ball, off the front of the rim and in. And it's just he's such talented. He's so long, he's so smooth, and he can do it all.
Is that any better for you? Yes, it's a little bit better.
Oh, nice pass. Yeah, nice pass from Robinson off the screen, delivery at the exact right time, and easy dunk really for Kelly.
So, in the previous game here at the National Basketball Performance Centre, London were very quickly out to a large lead, up to 5 already.
Yeah, great finish by Francois Lewis. This kid has come in and played well already in this game. Without Dan Clark, it's so important that he does, provide offense and defense. And another guy that can provide offense, as we know, is Dirk Williams having his way and getting the easy 2.
Artisan. It's his own rebound, out to Lewis. Thought about the 3.
Yeah, and a good extra pass, and the value of Jamal Anderson and the smarts. Could have taken that open 3 and, finds a knockdown shooter in McKnight.
Turn around, no good.
Oh, great move, Jamal Anderson. Love how Jamal Anderson collected the rebound and just waved Tyreek Armstrong off and said, I'll handle it, get down court, and let's get us into our secondary offense, which proved so fruitful against the Leicester Riders last week.
Armstrong can't get over Keeley's hands.
Yeah, and a good block by Lewis, but already, Dave, Manchester Giants are playing very, very well, but this is the quality they're playing against. They're 2 down, and the London Lions are getting shots that they want, knocking them down, and very proficient ball club. And here's a guy that can knock shots down and just off the mark.
Foul on Artisan.
Yeah, and it's a foul that you don't really mind. I mean, you've got Martin who is good from the mid-range, but also very, very aggressive and very competitive, should we say, on the offensive glass. So tough cover for Artisan, but you don't mind that foul because both guys are going after the ball. They're just talking about whether it was on the tip, whether it's a foul shot, which they're, good refereeing, getting together and getting the call right, and just talking about whether it was on the shot or it was on the second rebound. So, Dave, just going back to St. Patrick's Day, and I see you sporting the St. Patrick's jacket as we were talking earlier in the pre-game, and is that a recent buy, Dave? Or is
no, it's from a previous St. Patrick's Day. It's only ever been worn once before, so I thought it was worth bringing it out again.
And this is big because Artisan picks up his second foul and he's already frustrated. As a player, you know that, against Newcastle he was the man, and then against Leicester played a big role, but he wants to get that form back, and he's frustrated because he picks up 2 early fouls.
So Artisan and Lewis sit down, Ulf and Saunders in, and Keeley down for the Lions, replaced by
Will Saunders coming into the game, Dave. I mean, I watched him shoot before the game, and there's some guys who I couldn't take my eyes off him. I mean, he looked like he was going to make every single shot he took, all in rhythm. Add in there a tremendous amount of sickly confidence, and you've got a recipe for success in Will Saunders.
Slammed home by David Ulf.
Yeah, great play by Ulf as he puts on the springs and gets to the bucket. Nice play.
Foul again. Third trip to the line for Martin.
Yeah, and Coach Beer will be happy because that's 2 fouls on Artisan. That's a quick foul on Jamal Anderson, and in a lot of respects, those are your 2 best defenders, able to guard small and big at the same time. So, Coach Beer will be pleased that those 2 have picked up early fouls.
This time judged before the shot. Fugini.
Yeah, good help by Ulf from him being able to stick a hand in his face, causing him to miss the shot. Yeah, and this one's down, Dave. Oh. Will Saunders amazed that one didn't go down, and that's the arrogance and the sickly confidence that he has. I love to see it. Nice move by Curticini just off the back iron.
Meant for Williams, but intercepted by McKnight.
Yeah, and if you're McKnight, you have to go at Dirk Williams. You're going to have to say, let's play at both ends today. And McKnight missing in that last game will give him that extra confidence. Great pass. Great pass.
Giants ball.
Yeah, Jamal in his customary corner there, able to make that shot, and maybe had a little bit too much time to think about it before he elevated, and a good pass by Will Saunders.
Robinson out for the Lions, replaced by Caboza. And McKnight sits down, replaced by Josh Steele for the Giants.
Yeah, and Caboza will guard Armstrong, and Dirk Williams will guard Josh Steele. Armstrong's the guy that'll put more pressure on you offensively, like he's just done there, and he's a tough cover.
ties the game.
Yeah, great job over there, Jamal Anderson on the help side. Unfortunate for Williams as he didn't really see him coming, so he just took that dribble. But no complaint from Williams as Anderson took that right in the chest.
A little bit of floor wiping.
So for me now, Bradley Caboza coming in. I know a Myerscore product, and Mike Bernard, speaks very highly, and Neil Hopkins speak very highly of this kid, and rightly so. He's got his chance to play. But for me, Tyreek Armstrong, you have to see what he's got. You have to go at him and test him out early.
Cabozo played in the cup game earlier against Surrey. I think he scored a large number of points in that game, and played the last couple of games for the Lions.
Okay, so definitely something wrong tonight. Will Saunders has missed 2 in a row, Dave. Maybe would you take him out?
No, not at this stage. No.
Yeah, nice pass by Caboza. Ends up in a 3 for Cucini, but Giants are alive. They get into that second ball.
Ooh.
Would you take him out now?
Might take him out now after that. That was a long way off the ring. Just going back to Sunday's game, I bet he can't believe just how much space he was given for that shot.
And the final shot?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. I mean, they had a hand right in his face. The game plan was good defensively, but an inch is too much room for Will Saunders, especially in clutch time. But it was a contested shot. I think, speaking to me afterwards, I think it was Whelan that was on him, and he said he may have even got a piece of the ball. So, definitely pleased to see that one go down.
Jack Hudson in for the Giants.
So this guy for me is the other guy that needs to get back to where he was playing, and that's Josh Steele. I mean, he's been out, no fault of his own with the concussion, but he's coming back into a team where everybody is playing at a high clip. So, getting him back would be an even more benefit. And Ulf thought he was a point guard for a second.
Keeley back in for the Lions, replacing Martin.
Yeah, Jamal Anderson saying, get out of the way. This is my matchup, me and Dirk Williams. Has to be no help, has to be mano a mano going forward for Anderson.
Keeley driving in, touches off, and then the foul committed by was it Saunders? Yep, Will Saunders with the foul.
Yeah, and just as we've seen on the replay, that's the advantage of Keeley. And I mean, long player, can be back to the basket, can play outside, able to put it on the floor, and the cream on the cake is that he's able to pass too.
Misses both.
Yeah, and great job, David Ulf, doing Dennis Rodman things.
Saunders fouled. Alan Williams. Get driving through.
Will Saunders is a really intelligent basketball player. I mean, he's missed 3 in a row. He knows the importance of seeing one go through and tries to get to the bucket and forces the foul. Good player by Will.
Genie sits down.
Yeah, good shot by Jamal Anderson.
Struggling to find the basket though, Giants. So far keeping up with the Lions. Good steal by McKnight. Nobody to pass to as he was going out of court. Couldn't control it, and opted to throw the ball and hope that the Giants player could catch up with it.
So I'm not sure there should have been a reset there. You know, they're down to, I'm not sure what the shot clock is going to be at. You know, they're talking, you know, has he control of that basketball? I think the census says he had two hands on it and he was able to throw it forward, so yes. Yeah, and this is a matchup you can go to. I mean, Jamal Anderson not giving ground, but Williams is a guy that if you're struggling, you can throw him the ball and he can kind of bully his way into the basket.
Williams replaced by Cugini.
I love the reffing days, and the reason I love it is Jamal Anderson said, you know, that's our ball. You know, the refs, you know Jamal, you know how honest he is, you know, and so the refs probably thought, well, let's just check that, and they talked to each other, and yes, you know, the right call was made. Oh, great body movement by Ulf, unable to put the ball in, but, you know, shielded the basketball with his body.
Again, doesn't drop in this time for the Lions. Hudson quickly down. Foul on his way to the basket by Williams.
Yeah, and a good move by Jack, you know, picking Justin Robinson up, you know, full court, kind of getting beat and then get back in the play and then able to attack off the dribble. Good job, Jack Hudson.
Yeah, I'd like to see him driving for the basket, as I say, every game. I'd like to see him shooting more. Certainly had the confidence to take on the London Lions on the drive there. Picking up the foul, goes to the line. First one finds its way in. Shake, rattle and roll into the basket. Second one doesn't make the same journey. Tabosa. Robinson. A little bit of space. Too short. Giants time to take the last shot.
Yeah, enough time, and the ball's in the right player's hands. Yeah, good end shot from the Giants. Josh Steele gets an open one, and Ulf, being unselfish as he usually is, finds him in the corner. Yeah, speaking to Coach Villa and Coach Gardner before the game, we did speak about, you know, their friendship and being involved in, you know, basketball for a long time now, and you know, being very productive with the younger guys. Sorry, I paused because Will Saunders was open, and you know what happens after that. But you know, those two guys, just great guys to interview and great guys to talk to, because win or lose, they're still the same people. They're disappointed in losses, but they will always come and always talk. And you know, even though they're frustrated, you know, they get the big picture. And you know, just a pleasure to talk to, and you know, credit to those two coaches.
So Saunders with that three, his first three of the evening.
And I love that Will Saunders shot that ball like he was on fire. Missed his first three, but still stays hot mentally.
Second one doesn't make it.
Yeah, and good job, Josh Steele. You watch any guys that have been out of the game and, you know, been injured, and they're coming back and trying to find a way. One of the ways to contribute is to play extremely hard and go after the ball. And great job by Josh Steele there.
So Saunders only 1 from 4 this evening, but has been shooting 40% from three-point range. Decides to go inside.
Yeah, nice move by Will, and a very unselfish pass by Francois Lewis. Smart play by the big fella. Justin Robinson has that ball on a string, Dave. You know, he's handling it like he's doing drills.
Giants up by 4. That's their biggest lead of the evening. So as it's St. Patrick's Day, I'll give you an interesting tidbit here.
Go ahead, Dave.
Need to keep close control on these players, and St. Patrick's Day was the day that the rubber band was painted.
The what was painted?
Painted.
Oh,
the rubber band.
All right, okay.
Offensive foul on Robinson. That's his second foul. He sits down.
Coach Villa speaking to him before the game. He said he's a culture man. You know, he wants the culture of the team to be very positive and everyone playing for each other. And you know, in some ways, Lloyd Gardner has that. We've just witnessed two guys coming out of the game. You know, Jack Hudson has played exceptionally well. He's come out, and then the guys coming back on are playing exceptionally well as Will Saunders does Will Saunders things. But like Tyreek Armstrong is coming out, not worried about his playing time, knows that it's a team game.
So 8 unanswered points at the beginning of this second quarter from the Giants. 2 of those 3-pointers from Saunders. And not surprisingly, Coach Villa wants to try and settle things down with the timeouts. So Will Saunders now up to 8 points. Now, can you tell the Unsworths? Can you tell which is which? The Unsworth referees?
No, because I don't know if is this. Do you have to have the same haircut? Maybe a 2-for-1 at the barbers. I'm on the same style.
I'm just upset Kate's not here, really.
Both the Unsworth guys, great to talk to before the game, and talk about in any job or any profession, being reflective is one of the keys of success. And they're talking about what they can do better as referees and whatnot, and just a great mindset to have for anyone in any successful profession.
So back underway, with just over 8 minutes remaining in this first half. Plenty of space in the corner.
Yeah, nice fake by Caboza as Will Saunders flies by, but unable to hit. Yeah, and Tyreek, that's a bad play for me. It's quick enough to stay in front, but leave that basketball alone, young fella, because, that's a guy you don't want to give up an easy shot, and that one for him was an easy one.
Down at McKnight's feet, unable to get the shot off.
Yeah, good defensive possession by the Lions, and Caboza will definitely go back at you. He's good at attacking on the break, looks to push the ball and force the action, and he's doing a good job on arguably one of the top players in the BBL this year, in Tyreek Armstrong.
Cugini. Turn around, no good. Keeley hoping that he was being fouled, but the referees didn't see it that way.
Yeah, and the Lions have to be careful. The guys on the bench have been warned once, and they're standing up contesting plays. Nothing sinister, just emotional, but they need to keep themselves under control.
Will Saunders takes the rest. Scored all 8 points for the Giants in this second quarter. Replaced by Jamal Anderson.
Yeah, and in Will's standards and our expectations, playing poorly and leading all scorers with 8.
Jordan Whelan puts in.
Beautiful. I love how he took the space, he took the corner, he jumps off the wrong foot, and just able to kiss it off the glass. Great play by Jordan Whelan. Yeah, and there's a bad play by Jordan Whelan as he gets teed up.
Got the tee for dancing down the court, complaining.
I'm not sure, Dave, in your book, but to me, that's not dancing.
So cuts it down to 5. Oh, doesn't make the last one. Armstrong goes inside.
Yeah, beautiful shot. Almost left his pivot foot on the jump shot, but just to sell the ball fake. You know, great footwork by Tyreek. McKnight mixing it up on the glass and coming up with a few defensive rebounds already, and we definitely know he can do this as he just ends up off the mark and back irons one.
Cugini, short. Anderson able to grab the ball, slows the play down.
Yeah, slows the play down, but able to put that pass on the money, a la Scottie Pippen. A nice dish by McKnight as he finds Lewis.
Lewis up to 6.
Yeah, the Giants on a bit of a run now. I'm not sure whether Coach Fear will get a timeout just to settle his guys down, or will he let them play through? Experienced team, you know, played a lot of games this year and probably the best team to play through a spell like this.
Jordan Williams set to return to the court.
Yeah, what a cut by Armstrong. Kelly was right there, you know, had the block and he's right there, but not the explosion of Armstrong, but just the speed to get that ball up on the glass, yeah, using the rim to protect it from the shot blocker. Beautiful play by the Magic Man.
Doesn't matter how tall you are, if you're not quick enough to get there, then you're not going to block it off. So, Giants now with a 10-point lead. 32-22.
Yeah, watch how quick he gets this ball up, Dave. And Kelly even getting his hands stuck in the net because, you know, using the rim to protect the ball.
So, Giants outscoring the London Lions 16-5 in this second quarter, and 3 of those points came from the line for the London Lions. So just the one field goal.
This is a big game for the London Lions. You know, Leicester slipped up last week here, but, you know, moves them to 2 losses, and they're still firmly in the driving seat. Let's not get it twisted. But this London Lions team, this is a bit. If they lose this, I would say this league is over for them. So they need to win this ball game. This is a must-win for them.
Nearly an interception by Armstrong. Pagini again not finding his range. This time Kelly over the top, slams it home. Big man up to 6 points.
Yeah, and the human pogo stick threw that one down. I mean, ridiculous play by Kelly. Oh, beautiful play by Armstrong. So many of those, Dave, go on social media, and so many of those are, you know, the oohs and ahs that he gets from the step back, but just a beautiful finish, and Caboza just unlucky to pick up that foul. You know, he's not too far away defensively, but the quickness of Tyreek going left was unable to taunt him enough to create that step back. Tremendous play by Armstrong.
Caboza just following through with the arm, catching Armstrong. That's his second foul. He's now replaced by Robinson. So Armstrong to the line.
How good was Tyreek last week? You know, my MVP, definitely. He's carried the ball club at some times, and you know, seems to have upped his game even more.
Robinson losing control. Under pressure from Armstrong. This Armstrong seems to be going from strength to strength as the season goes on.
And I love it being an American player. You know, you're at the time of the season. Giants basketball, as the ref nearly gets run over. But you're at a time of the season where these guys are missing home. You know, they're a long way away, and no matter how good FaceTime is, or no matter how many people visit them, they're missing those home comforts. And Tyreek Armstrong, first year out of college from Houston, you know, has played great, and then had a slight lull in his terms, and then just these last few games has seemed to have picked up the intensity, you know, tenfold. And you know, credit to Tyreek Armstrong for staying with that mentality.
So timeout to the Giants. Lead 11. And it will be a Giants ball. So it's the Giants who've come out strong in this game, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're on camera right now, Dave, and you know, I'm surprised the St. Patrick's jacket has not got another appearance.
It's actually quite warm in here. we may put it on the second half again.
Yeah,
just to keep you happy. So Giants certainly not afraid to put the three up tonight, but only scoring from 3 of 15.
Yeah, big 3 minutes for both basketball teams coming up now. You know, London will have to claw away at this 11-point gap, and hopefully for them get it back to 6 or 7 going into the half, and Giants at least will want to maintain the lead that they have now.
Giants put up 37 shots compared to the London Lions 26.
Yeah, and credit David Ulf for those things. You know, credit, you know, Jamal Anderson, McKnight's been active on the glass. You know, Francois Lewis, and you know that's why they're winning this ball game, because they're out rebounding the other team. Oh, tough play. Nice shot by Robinson, just off right.
Nice to get the pass into Ulf despite.
Yeah, and Ulf catches it somehow. I mean, Yeah, great shot. Love the confidence. Stay with it, Jamal. Love the confidence.
Third attempt goes in.
Yeah, but
it's a long way down to that ball.
Yeah, and anything down there, Armstrong, this is my territory, big fella. So, Kelly, you know, you can create off a dribble, you can make those moves, but don't leave that ball around me because that's mine.
Anderson and Ulf replaced by Artisan and Lewis for the Giants.
Yeah,
Kelly also sits down.
Good minutes from both of those guys as a, you know, and always volcano hot Red Saunders comes back. Volcano hot Will Saunders comes back in. Oh, nice pass.
Well, thank you for that, because Mount Vesuvius actually exploded on Valentine's Day. I think it was in 1944.
Yeah, and let's hope Francois Lewis is okay on this play as he goes down. You know, one of those that, you know, when he goes down, he looks like he's going to get back up, which is fantastic to see, but, you know, just clipped his shin and went down. But great that Francois Lewis has got up from that play.
Lions ball.
Yeah, and Tyreek Armstrong is controlling this basketball at both ends of the floor. Justin Robinson, no slouch, has a great handle, but Tyreek Armstrong is getting into him. The bad news for London is he only has one foul. You know, so, you know, leave it alone now, Tyreek, for maybe the next minute or so, and then get after it in this second half. Great play by Tyreek Armstrong.
So Armstrong tied up Robinson just in front of us twice.
Yeah, and this is big trouble now for the London Lions. Jamal Anderson from the corner, Gino Artisan from the other corner. Guys that can stick the knife in. Oh, nice move. Yeah, basket counts. Basket counts as Dirk Williams hit the backboard, but, you know, Tyreek Armstrong crossed him up as good as you're going to see and went to his right hand, and basket counts as Dirk Williams hit the board as the ball was above the rim. Yeah, look, as we see it there, it definitely hits the board. You see the camera move. Unfortunate, because I didn't think it was going to go in.
Should get the other basket as well, really.
You can't have two, Dave, I'm sure. You can't change the rules, Dave, you know, like...
Yeah, you know, Lewis misses out on a rebound, he misses out on his points.
Yeah. I love all's fair and all, but, you know, you can't just make up your own rules. So McKnight with a little bit of bounce wants to get involved in the party, and, you know, he's going to attack from here, you can rest assured. Nice pass, Artisan, and Lewis cuts back door.
Thought about the three, then saw the easier option was Lewis driving in for the cut. Yeah, right underneath the basket.
21-point lead, and these Giants are rolling. Yeah, it's a good option too. It's a good option. It's a big shot. So, Dave, we were discussing at the beginning of the game, and the viewers can't see, but the St. Patrick's jacket is exceptional to me with the different design on it. But, you know, you said you had a lot of knowledge from me on St. Patrick's Day during this game, but I'm going to challenge you now. What's the play going to be? Giants have the ball with 5.2. Who's going to be the man to shoot this basketball?
Well, let's see if Saunders comes onto court. If Saunders comes onto court, it won't go to him. They'll fake to him, and it will be McKnight shooting.
Yeah, I think there's one person that has to have the ball initially in his hands, and that's Tyreek Armstrong. But look for him to create and look for him to get to his left, and then hopefully involve other players. But, you know, I'm going with I will say I'm going Gino Artisan with the last shot from the corner. We're both going to be wrong, Dave. You know that,
well, Giants did start off by struggling to get the ball onto court in situations like this. They seem to have resolved that in recent weeks. A couple of times we tried to say what the play was, and it never actually materialised because Giants just lost the ball before they even got it.
So we have Tyreek Armstrong taking it out of bounds, so he's not going to be the first guy. He looked to get it back here.
Well, wasn't what we said, but
still a good look.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that they can make some waves.
Already been wins today for Notre Dame, Michigan, Providence, and Memphis.
Yeah, and big on. Let's mention the Brits that are still involved in the game. I mean, Montana State. A big shout out to them. You know, three Brits and a local guy not so far from here in Great Osaba, out of Myerscough and from Huddersfield, Bradford area, flying the flag for the Brits as a freshman and doing exceptionally well.
Baylor were the other winners so far today. Draws the foul. That's Cugini's second foul.
See, Tate McKnight would wind me up playing. He has that smirk that he plays with, as if to say, yeah, this game's fun and I'm going to enjoy myself. And, he has that kind of smirk when he's playing against you. And hard enough to guard at the best of times, but, you guarding that expression too is, a tough thing to take.
Referee Unsworth just checking with the table. Armstrong to inbound once again. This time out to Lewis. Armstrong dishes off to Artisan. Out to Anderson.
Yeah, and a good extra pass by Artisan. And, Jamal Anderson, a shot that he can make, but unable to connect on that one. Yeah, and the game plan is to get that guy going. I mean, Kelly caught the ball at the foul line, had more or less an open free throw and dished it to Dirk Williams, and I'm sure the strategy is put the ball in that guy's hands.
Only his fourth shot.
Yeah, and Tyreek doing what he did the other day and just answering on the other end at timeless times that he did that and, able to come back with the three. Good shot. And that's a shot you don't mind giving up by Martin. You don't want Robinson and nice move. Dirk Williams can dance with the best of them, but Tyreek Armstrong asking him, can I have this dance, as he rocks back and forward and floats that basketball in. Beautiful play.
5 points from him this quarter. Gets his hand on the ball. Just catches McKnight's foot.
Armstrong is playing great at both ends. I mean, talk about a guy that's in rhythm, talking about a guy that's locked in. He's playing fantastic basketball right now.
Only been adjudged to have one steal. I find that a little surprising.
I think what he's done is he's created turnovers. They've gone out of bounds, they've gone off people's feet. Hasn't come up with a basketball, but just as effective, gaining possession for his team.
Robinson. McKnight for three. No, doesn't get it.
Oh.
Lewis called for the foul.
Yeah.
A little wrap around.
And the big guy was a long way from home there. You know, trying to pick up Justin Robinson full court is not a great idea. And, you know, picks up a foul that probably could have been saved. But then again, you know, probably his earliest foul of the game. So no problems.
Good defense. Did enough to put Williams off. It'll be a jump ball, which will be Giants' possession. If that made sense.
Yeah, and watch the Lions go back into a zone now as they go back into the 1-2-1. You know, able to push up the court and play the ball a little bit. But see if this zone has any benefit to them.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Tyreek Armstrong doesn't read the script. He's attacking whatever. You know, zone man, he's going to run it down your throat and just a tough cover.
Cugini's third foul. Robinson replaced by Caboza. Cugini sits down again and replaced. In fact, Robinson stays out. Turnaround jump shot, no good from Lewis.
Yeah, smart play by Robinson as he knows as he gets Armstrong on his hip, that's to his advantage. And, you know, slightly stronger than Armstrong going to the basket and able to finger roll the ball in. Smart play by former MVP.
Kelly grabs it out of Artisan's hand.
Yeah, and Martin will want that one back as he could have got that and one, but good job running the floor, and the London Lions with a little bit of pep in the step right now.
Armstrong with his second foul. Martin only shooting 57% from the line, but makes no mistake with the first one. Six from six tonight, way above his average. Again, in and out.
Yeah, once again a second life for the Giants as Lewis picks up the rebound and gives them invaluable extra possession. Yeah, good stop from the Lions, but to be able to get back in this basketball game, they need stops and rebounds. You know, you can ill afford to give the Giants, you know, extra opportunities to score again.
So a low-scoring third quarter by comparison to what we've seen so far. David Ulf replaces Francois Lewis. Out to Anderson. This time, no mistake.
Yeah, and a great pass from Armstrong too, and once again knifing into those gaps and making good plays.
His second three of the evening.
Yeah, sensational play. I mean, seemed like the ball was off point by Robinson, but he was able to gather himself and find the only gap there was for Kelly to receive that basketball. He seemed to fumble it, and, you know, just great body control and a great finish for the and one.
David Ulf picking up his first foul. Kelly up to 9 points. Little turnaround, no good. Williams, plenty of space, but can't get the shot off. Closed down. Ball thrown away by the London Lions.
Yeah, and that's a bad decision from the younger Caboza, because Williams could have took that open shot and wishes he had, and Caboza puts the ball on the floor and tries to force the action, and a bit of a rhythm changer there as he throws that one out of bounds.
Gino Artisan replaced by Will Saunders. Saunders setting up in the corner. Ball gets to him, but back out to Ulf. McKnight.
No, it's a big one. It's a big one.
Well worked three. Only the second basket from McKnight this evening, but they have both been threes. Callum Jones comes in to replace Armstrong. Cugini back on to replace Robinson for the Lions. Not had too many outings this season, Callum Jones, but can always be relied upon. A very steady performer still. Anderson running out of options then. Williams. Over the basket. Out of control. Three from Saunders, misses.
Yeah, and there again is Ulf to get that rebound off Kelly. And
McKnight given a rest. Josh Steele back on court for him. Ryan Martin sits down for the Lions, replaced by Jordan Williams. McKnight 6 points. 2 from 7 from field goal. Josh Steele fortunately hadn't moved too far, able to grab the ball. David Ulf, little turnaround off to the right rather. Callum Jones with the rebound, but no good.
Yeah, a little bit scrappy by the Giants on the last few offenses and seem to be a little bit out of rhythm.
Cugini off to the left. Williams closed down early on that offense.
Yeah, smart move by Jamal Anderson. He brings the ball back and resets the offense.
David Ulf looking for space. Williams loses the ball. Josh Steele also loses it because he brings it down.
Yeah, but once again he's quickest to the basketball, and the active hands of Josh Steele, has just created another three-point shot. And the modern game, you talk about, no layup, maybe a loose ball, and then Josh Steele comes up with it and kicks it out, and there's an open Will Saunders who only needs daylight.
Yes. David Ulf saw Kelly in front of him, decided he couldn't get over him, kicked out, and the better option was Will Saunders, who picks up his third three of the evening. Shooting.
You're being extremely nice, Dave. I know you've known David Ulf for a few years, but David Ulf thought, this is not my shot from the foul line. and gave it up to a guarded Will Saunders, which was a much better option. So smart play either way, but definitely not the one David Ulf were wanting to take.
So Giants up to lead of 22. That's the biggest of the evening. And after Lions coming back reasonably strong at the beginning of this third quarter, it's Giants now who've hit 3 threes in quick succession.
I think great coaching by Lloyd Gardner there. You have a tremendous weapon in Will Saunders, who's just able to keep this basketball team at bay. The London Lions came out with a great start to this second half, and then they find themselves, still 22 points down because, guys are able to come in and make shots, and, Will Saunders will just keep demoralizing you.
Kelly trying to get in closer. Actually went over the basket.
Yeah, but it's a good move by Kelly, taking it to the Giants, and he needs to keep doing that for the London Lions to get back into this one.
Again, kicked out by Ulf. This time we go to the second chance. Foul called, and David Ulf will be going to the line.
And he just keeps moving, Dave. He just keeps screening. He keeps rebounding. He keeps cutting. He's just chaos to guard. Will he make the free throws? I won't put my house on it, but
he'll make the second one.
You think so? You might be right, Dave. But regardless, he's always a plus, never going to be a negative. He out rebounds people bigger than him. He always moves. He gives guys good options. I'm amazed, Dave, that you guessed that right 2 weeks in a row.
I just remember I did the reverse on Sunday and said he would get the first one and not the second one. I was right then.
Yeah, you did.
And that ended up with a 3-point from Will Saunders, I seem to remember. Bozo not happy with the call, but didn't argue sufficiently to warrant any further action.
And this is where you miss guys like Ward Hibbert. You notice Ward Hibbert on the side stood up, saying, come on, guys, let's go. And Will Neighbour's been stood up for quite a lot of this game, and these are guys that want their team to get back into this game, and surely they're missed on court right now.
Will Steele, the latest Giant to hit a three. His first points of the evening.
Wow.
And Will Saunders with his fourth. Williams called for the foul. Coach Gardner, I suspect, arguing why was that not called unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, you can't win with Coach Gardner. I mean, he's 30 points up and he's yelling for every call. I love his competitive spirit. I have an ex-Giant behind me, Mike Bernard, shouting in the mic, and I can hear it through the headphones. Great atmosphere in here at the moment.
So now 31 points in front. Let's just put that into perspective. 31 points in front, and the Lions have only managed to score 37 points.
Yeah, and it's the London Lions exceptional basketball team. You know, okay, they have injuries, they have guys out, but they have players here that, you know, are exceptional basketball players, and the Giants are just putting on a clinic. You know, 31 points up at this point, going into the fourth, and the bad news is it doesn't look like slowing down. So, you know, I would say Lions playing for pride a lot at this point, but still anything can happen, Dave. You know, can they get back in this game?
David Ilf comes up with it.
He'll boom this one. And I mean, who else did you think would come up with that basketball? He's at the foul line. The ball is bouncing around in the middle of the court, and he somehow comes up with the basketball. And, you know, team really good English players, and then the creme de la creme, you get Armstrong, you get McKnight, you get Artisan, you know, and add in there Francois Lewis, and, you know, this is a good mix for this Giants team.
Steele quickly down, blocked off. We now go back to the days where you had two imports. And as it is St. Patrick's Day, I remember Francois playing for the Manchester Giants. Don't know if you remember Frank.
I don't, Dave, but, you know, the standard of the imports back then were guys that were either ex-NBA guys.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was Irish. He was a dentist, I think, either from Manchester or Bolton.
Right.
And, of course, couldn't play an awful lot because they had two Americans. And you think, well, look at the people who are playing now across the league and pseudo-British people, whereas this guy was actually working in Manchester and not able to play for him.
Yeah, and going back to the point of the the Americans, you know, back then we were fortunate enough to play with Voicy Winters, you know, an ex-Philadelphia 76er, Robert Churchwell out of Georgetown, and, you know, some of the Americans, Herman Hareed out of Syracuse, but there's signs of that again. You know, we speak about Gino Crandall, but he's out of Gonzaga, one of the best programs in the States. So they are guys that are from, you know, formidable programs. And what I like about the Giants is the depth of English players too. You know, back then we had exceptional English players in Roger Huggins, and, you know, good role players like for the Sharks, Ian McKinney. You know, people like that, you know, Yorick Williams, you know, Delmy Herriman, you know, and just a pool of talent that were playing at great schools also. And, you know, I'm hoping that's starting to come back into our game. Yeah, Kingsley Nwagbaso is one of the guys that hasn't played much recently and comes into the game and commits the early foul, but a chance for him to gain some more minutes and gain some more reasons to play more time.
Clem Jones sits down, replaced by Armstrong. Well, Martin can't buy a field goal, but I was going to say he's mounting up from the line. He's got 8 from the line so far, misses his 9th one. And misses his 10th after 8 in succession.
Oh, nice.
Too strong from Whelan.
Not nice.
Nwagbaso with the rebound. Quickly down court to Whelan. Loses control, but Nwagbaso was there for it. Fouled.
Yeah, frustrating night for Coach Vieira, that they've been second to every basketball. And one of the things I do think is, you know, Surrey came into here and you know, really outplayed Bristol came in here and really outplayed Manchester at times, and it was good that they beat them by so much, because sometimes if you get a close loss, it's false hope. You think, oh, we played well in this quarter, we played well, but the Giants they had it really handed to them that night, and since then the response has been great. They bounced back against Surrey, and got their game back in gear, and then it looks like now they've had 2 wins against the top 2 teams in the league.
Big man gets the rebound again. It's fouled.
Yeah, and Agbaso showing off the handles. I mean, you got guys on the bench, Pluto Voliotis smiling and, getting the rebound, as he's so good at protecting the ball, but then going on a bit of a handling spree there.
So Giants will face Bristol again twice in the league to finish off the season. They also play Glasgow twice.
Yeah, and this is trouble for the London Lions now. They're just pouring it on, and yeah, you rightly so. They play Bristol, but a different prospect in store. You would think, as the Giants go into that game wounded from the last time they played Bristol, and on a roll in the last few games. Yeah, tough shot by Williams.
They certainly kept him quiet tonight. That's only 9 points from Williams.
I think McKnight did a good job early. Gardin and the other guys have come in and stepped up, but a big ask for him. At times, Justin Robinson and himself have been the focal point of the offense, and not being able to get it going as they usually do.
Tawe into the game. His first minutes.
Yeah, and that's surprising, because Tawiah, watching him a couple of seasons ago, played exceptionally as Kingsley goes to the right-handed hook. But, Tawiah was, a good rebounder, a good strong player offensively and defensively. So I wonder why he hasn't played.
Well, Martin still can't buy the baskets.
Good finish by Caboza. One thing Caboza has not done, he's got his head down. He's played extremely hard. Had the tough ask of guarding Armstrong, who is a nightmare at the best of times for any guards in this league. And, Caboza has stuck to the task.
Lewis comes on to replace Artisan. Caboza up to 5 points. Williams slams.
Yeah, so we see some intensity from the London Lions now. Maybe too late, but credit them for sticking with it, and we can see them challenging on defense right here. The problem is Giants have guys that can make shots, and Lewis there hammers that one down. It's just once again another demoralizing shot for the opponents.
7 Giants with threes now.
Yeah, has he got an Armstrong running out steal, and he'll dunk this one? Or maybe not.
Perhaps he should have done.
He just ran out of real estate. He's trying to advance the ball and just run out of space.
Good hands.
Yeah, so Tyreek Armstrong will lay this one up, and and this gets worse and worse as there are 4 Giants running that ball in, and 1 London Lion has crossed half court.
Armstrong up to 18. The lead 32. So, David Ulf, good performance from him. Josh Steele certainly putting a lot of pressure out onto the London Lions. Gino Artisan, completely different player to what we saw at the beginning of the season. Really found his feet in the last couple of months.
He has, and it's surprising what a visit from your mum can do. I do speak about the English guys and the American guys, and these guys have to be so professional. You don't have your home comforts. You may have gone home just briefly for Christmas, especially with the COVID situation. You might have been here all year, and these guys are doing exceptionally well, and this Giants program just has the team spirit. Guys are playing for one another. It's just a great thing to see.
Still can't buy the basket.
Beautiful Josh Steele. Notice how he hesitated and just looked backwards like he was going, forced the big guy to make a decision and able to penetrate. And Tyreek Armstrong, that's probably the last we'll see of him today. And take a seat, young fella, you've been sensational again. Yeah, let's see if Bradley Caboza can get up and lay this one in. And a little bit too late, but encouraging that they're still playing at this point.
5 points from Caboza this quarter.
So I even like the balance of this 5 that you have on the court as Lewis steps in and knocks that down. But I love the balance, and I love Lloyd Gardner's coaching. He's got Josh Steele out there who he knows needs minutes. He's able to play Kingsley Nwagbasso who needs minutes, and then he's letting Lewis get it going as well, and Jordan Whelan too. But he has the luxury of also knowing that McKnight can get you any shot at any point. So love the coaching even still at this point by Lloyd Gardner.
Finally, he makes the field goal, and it's a 3. So up to 10 points. Actually, I think his foot must have been on the line. It must have been a 2.
Wow!
When that was going, I thought it was going to be way short, but it just seemed to keep crawling towards the basket.
Yeah, and I mean, Francois Lewis is, one of those guys that is very consummate professional. I interviewed him early in the year. He's all about team, and he's having fun out there. And there's 3 threes in a row by the big fella. Great shooting. Should have shot, Dave.
Yep. Yeah. Into the game for the first time is Brandon Chawa, another of the youngsters from London. He's there again. And he is there again. 4 threes in quick succession from Lewis. He's now up to 20 points, leading all scorers.
Quickly up to 20. But, you know, okay, he's had some baskets down the stretch, but he's also played very well, you know, when it's really mattered. You know, he's been good defensively. You know, he's also found different ways to score. As McKnight will dish this one to Steele, who will lay the ball in or dunk the ball. And these Giants are absolutely rolling. And Francois Lewis is gassed now, you know. Maybe Coach Gardner can get him out to a standing ovation. He's been absolutely brilliant, you know, from the outside as he spots up on the far side, and no doubt they'll try find him.
Wow.
And everyone joining in.
Nwakboso with the 3.
And the block. Oh.
Nwakboso's first 3 of the season.
Dave,
and now sits down.
And I've never seen someone so happy when they foul out. You know, this guy must be a great guy to have on your team. You know, comes in and knocks the 3 down, fouls out and is all smiles.
Yeah.
You know. As we see him on a bench there, you know, laughing and grinning. I mean, what winning brings, huh?
Oh, not this time.
Yeah, terrible shot.
Foul called on Choa. So 14.9 seconds remaining on what has been a most unbelievable night. So Giants take the win, 94-56. A resounding victory for the Manchester Giants, led by some fantastic three-point shooting, in particular in the fourth quarter from Francois Lewis. 4 threes in very quick succession to take him to 20 points and to go with his 7 rebounds. And Tyreek Armstrong with 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Will Saunders